Greetings, light workers. This is Oya Transformation, and today is September the 11th, 2021. This is your Oracle reading and your teaspoon of good medicine. Here we are, I think it's 20 years past the initial 9/11, where it was a normal day. Everybody went to work, some in buildings that collapsed, and some to help those in buildings that were on fire prior to them collapsing, and gave up the ultimate sacrifice, their lives. But to take an oath to say that that's what they would do, and they showed up and did it. And for that, we give thanks, because that spirit at its highest representation of love, to show up for another and actually not know, but keep showing up, that you were going to exchange your life for theirs. That's some deep stuff. But that's what this life is about. It's not always joy. There are ups and there's downs. There are babies and there are old folks. There's pregnancy and there's death. So they're all on the same pendulum. Can't avoid any of it. So the cards have been shuffled and divine, and this is the message given me for this day. First card from the Hoodoo deck, and it is the Daughter of Baskets. Well, she's carrying a basket of flowers, baneberry, that can be used for tea, and a teapot. Traditionally, she is the bearer of good news. She is imaginative, creative, and loyal, and has good communication skills. So, not knowing for you whether or not this is a person, let's look at that as attributes. Help is on the way. It's time for tea. We're going to wait patiently for the good news. And that's not to say we're not going to carry our baskets from place to place, because it's something that needs to be done. Now, who supports this bearer of good news and flowers, things that bring beauty, and carry them from place to place? Well, today that's from the Wisdom of the Night deck, and it is the Oath. Why does she carry the good news? Why is she always looking for a good smelling fragrance? Why is she content to bring flowers from place to place? Because she took an oath. Because she said she would. This is what this spirit said she came to do. And the oath says that promises are meant to be honored. Now, I don't know about you, but I grew up with some misinformations that said promises were meant to be broken. And half of my life, that was a trauma I carried because I didn't believe that. Why not call it another word? Call it a promise, then show up. So, it also says that it is a reminder to keep the promises that you have made. So, that is what supports the bearer of good news. You said you were going to do it. You said you were going to carry it. You show up, you do it, carry it. This is a 3-card reading, and the final card in this reading. This reading is kind of heavy, but the final card in this reading is the 23 of broken dreams. Only you can accept or reject your dreams. And she looks like her little world was shattered, and she's all busted all up. But we're going to try to find a good thought for her, because we started, most importantly, this reading with the basket bearer, the daughter of baskets. She comes with good news. So, the message from our spirit guides from the broken dreams is that we can't spend a whole lot of time in our feelings, because guess what? It may be a broken dream, or what we look at as a broken dream, but it could also be, and it also always is, an opportunity to look again. We spend a lot of times with these conceived ideas and opinionated, and we are strong on a thing, and we are happy to give you a piece of our minds. Well, if equanimity is the place we as spirit are aspiring to go to, how do you get there when your pieces of your mind are broken up in so many places and you're so rigid? Flexibility is where we need to be if equanimity is the goal. Being grateful in the opportunities to have a different thought. So, perceived setbacks are often, and this is what this is saying, opportunities to learn to think differently. And the Guardian's message is, while you are in these transitional places from the perfect thought or the perfect answer to the questions you had or your perfect vision, and as we stumble our way toward the perfect vision, remember there will be disappointments. And what is most important is that you do the things continuously that make you feel alive, that make your heart beat. Because every day is not going to be Oya's way. So what makes her tick? Because the time we spend in sullen places, and the longer we spend there, it's like a groove in a record. Like a place in a record where you know it always scratches. It doesn't make the sound of the song any sweeter. You bang on it, pick it up and move it over. But it always likes to get stuck right there. This is an opportunity not to do that. So, happy Saturday. And what do we get from this? First and foremost, the good news is on the way. Secondly, we have commitments that are in place that are still in place. Give thanks. We know we are human, so we are lovable. We also know we are spirit. So we are spirit, lovable, human, scoundrels. We are spirit, giving, human, taking. We are spirit, uplifting, life-giving, human, negative, and fatalistic in our thinking. So it's our job to balance all of that out. What do I do with that every day? Well, only you know. Most days you probably do well. And then there are days where, not so much. But we give thanks for another day. And that's the most important piece in this. You get another choice. You get another chance to make another choice. Are you going to go with what makes your heart sing? Only you know. Namaste and be well.